Okay. Sales.
P-TECH Course 201, Workbook, Section 2, Review Questions. Define real property and explain why it can be viewed as a bundle of rights. Real property can be viewed as the interest, benefits, and rights inherent in the ownership of land, plus anything permanently attached to the land or legally defined as immovable. Number 2, label each of the following with R for real property, P for tangible personal property, or I for intangible personal property. A 14-foot ski boat with motor and trailer, personal tangible property. A mobile home on a rented lot, tangible personal property. A 3-acre tract with no utilities or other improvements, real property. A life insurance policy, intangible personal property. Owner-occupied condominium apartment, real property. A telephone purchase from Southwestern Bell, tangible personal property. Define a market value transaction.
Just read them all down.
Okay. The price at which a property would transfer for its cash or its equivalent under prevailing market conditions, assuming the property is exposed on the market for a reasonable time for the seller to find a purchaser, assuming both seller and purchaser know of all the uses and purposes to which the property is adapted and for which it is capable of being used, and the enforceable restrictions on its use, assuming both the seller and purchaser seek to maximize their gains, assuming neither the seller nor the purchaser is in a position to take advantage. Of the other exigencies of the other... whatever. Assuming neither the seller nor purchaser is in a position to take advantage of the exigencies of the other. Exigencies are the urgent need or demand. Have we read this?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Examine each of the following descriptions and determine whether or not it is a market value transaction. Mr. Smith purchases Mr. Jones' house using a down payment of $12,000, with Mr. Jones carrying the note for the remaining $120,000. Interest on the note is 4.7%. Savings and loans would have offered the same interest rate. This is probably a market-to-value sale, even though Jones carries the note. The terms are the same as the terms available in the market. A father sells his house to his son-in-law for the appraised value shown on the tax bill from the previous year. This is not a market value transaction. It does not appear to be arm's length, and the seller determines value by looking to outdated market conditions, the previous year's appraisal. The appraisal district discovers from a local banker that the house at 1723 50th Street sold for $60,000. Houses in that area typically sell for more of the appraisal, and the appraisal district discovers that the former owner recently died. Her daughter, who lives out of town, sold the property shortly after the will was probated. We have read this.
Let's keep reading it.
Okay. This is not a market value transaction. The other sales indicate the property has been underpriced, and the conditions of sale indicate either that the buyer took advantage of the seller's circumstances or that the daughter's desire to act quickly led her to sell for less. Yeah, we've read this.
Sure. It may have been...
led her to sell for less.
Yeah, okay.
I read that.
All right.
Number 5. List the 4 public land use restrictions. Police power, eminent domain, property taxation, escheat. There's a sheet on your lawn. Section 3, review questions. In each of the cases below, identify the economic principle at work. Single-family residences appraised at $65,000 to $75,000 occupy a 4-block area. A neighboring block is rezoned to allow businesses, and a local mechanic opens a garage. The rest of the block quickly fills with similar businesses. The value of the residential property declines. The economic principle at work is conformity. The neighboring businesses do not constitute land use that complements the residential housing. The non-conforming use lowers the value of the residences. The principle of balance provides another way of explaining this result, since the garage is an adverse land use and disrupts the neighborhood's balance.
Oh.
We've read that.
I don't think so.
A number of apartment owners convert their buildings into condominiums. Rents rise on the remaining apartments. Supply and demand is at work in this example. The conversion of apartments into condominiums reduces supply. Although some renters may be able to purchase condominiums, not all will. Some will be unable to raise the cash to make a down payment, will not qualify for a loan, or will not wish to purchase real property. Rent will rise because these renters have fewer housing choices. Mr. Villarreal decides to sell his house and list it for $110,000. After 2 years, he receives an offer for that amount. The principle of change explains why Mr. Villarreal must wait 2 years to get the listing price. Basically, he has asked for too much. Only when market conditions change will his property attract the price. A land developer is planning to enlarge a subdivision and doubles its acreage. 12 months later, he files for bankruptcy. The principle of increasing and decreasing returns explains the developer's problem. Given his available capital, labor, and management skills, he has acquired an excess of land. Because he cannot develop the land quickly enough, he goes bankrupt. Yeah, it's the Rudges. Mr. and Mrs. Rudge have just about decided to buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, masonry veneer home that is listed for $89,000. Their agent then shows them the similar house 3 blocks away that is listed for $82,000. They purchase the second home. The principle of substitution explains why Mr. and Mrs. Rudge will not purchase the more expensive house. Mr. Rich. Mr. Rich notices the gas station at the intersection of 2 major streets stays busy all the time. He leases one of the 3 other corners and constructs a second gas station. A year later, Mr. Tardy opens a 3rd gas station at one of the 2 remaining corners, and a year later, all 3 gas stations have gone out of business. This is an example of the principle of supply and demand. The business at this intersection cannot support more than 2 gas stations. When a 3rd gas station appears, the supply of business is spread too thin to allow the stations to operate profitably. The principle of diminishing returns also explains this result. When the total business at this intersection is spread among 3 stations rather than 2, there are not enough returns to go around. The principle of competition provides a 3rd explanation. The profits generated by the first station attracted ruinous competition. List 2 of the forms of highest and best use analysis. HBU as though vacant. HBU as currently improved. Section 4. Explain the difference between the cost and market approaches to value. The cost approach focuses on the cost of rebuilding the subject property. The market approach focuses on the sale prices of similar properties. Explain the difference between the income and market approaches to value. The income approach converts the subject's property income into an indication of value. The market approach looks to the sale prices of similar properties. Sorry, my dinner trying to come back. What land uses are the sales comparison approach useful in appraising? The sales comparison approach is appropriate for appraisal of all land uses. What? Yeah, you've got the giggle.
Bleh.
No, that's not what I did.
Dinner.
What is the primary limitation on an appraiser's use of the sales comparison approach? Cannot be used without sufficient comparable sales information. For each of the following cases below, identify the appraisal technique likely to produce the most accurate results. A single-family residence in a new subdivision where sales have been frequent. The market approach should produce the most accurate estimated value for a single-family residence in a new subdivision where sales have been frequent. A parking lot located near downtown area where there are few sales of vacant land. The income approach should produce the most accurate estimated value for a parking lot located near a downtown area where there are few sales of vacant land. A custom-built home with many unique features of designs and construction. The cost approach should produce the most accurate estimated value for a custom-built home with many unique features of design and construction. A large tract owned by a developer and located on the outskirts of a growing city. The market approach should produce the best estimated value for a large tract owned by a developer and located on the outskirts of a growing city. Section 5, Review Questions. List 7 market trends affecting property value. The economy. Students. As an example, the significant change in the national housing market caused by the subprime mortgage crisis halted the rapid increase in housing prices that occurred in late 2006 and early 2007. End note. Number 2, price levels and building costs, business cycles, population, purchasing power, financing, property taxes. Define an economic area. An economic area or market area is a geographic area typically encompassing a group of sub-areas which are influenced to a great extent by the same economic factors. List the 4 economic forces that affect value considered in developing economic area boundaries. Physical, environmental factors, location, topography, soil, natural barriers, and transportation. Economic factors such as mortgage, interest rates, income levels, ownership and rental information, employment, possible industrial expansion, availability of vacant and improved properties, occupancy rates, rental rates, and construction costs. Governmental factors such as local laws, regulations, taxes, restrictions, local zoning, building codes, health codes, and national, state, and local fiscal policies. Social factors. Sorry, I gotta scratch my eyeball. Social factors such as population density, education levels, age levels, employment types, levels of crime, block groups, and crime watch groups. Define neighborhood. Neighborhood is defined as the environment of a subject property that has direct and immediate sale on value. Number 2, geographic area in which there are typically fewer than several thousand properties defined for some useful purpose, such as to ensure that the properties are homogeneous and share important characteristics. Number 5, describe the neighborhood life cycles which are based on the economic principle of change. Neighborhood life cycles based on the principle of change, growth, a time of construction and development, stability, supply and demand are about equal, decline reflects a diminishing demand or desirability, revitalization, a declining neighborhood has become desirable again. Section 6, Review Questions. What are the sequential steps in the sales comparison approach? Define the problem. Collect and analyze the data. Select the appropriate units of comparison. Make reasonable adjustments based upon market information. Apply the data and to the subject property, arrive at a final value estimate. Number 2, in the sales comparison approach, adjustments are always applied to the sold comparable property and not to the subject property. If the comparable property had a garage which added $2,000 to its sale price and the subject property had no garage, how would the comparable be amount adjusted for the difference? You would adjust the comparable to the subject by subtracting the $2,000 from the sale price of the comparable, rendering it equal to the subject on that comparison factor. Number 4, a single-family residence sold on January 22nd for $93,100. On November 9 of the same year, it sold for $96,400. If these sales provide a valid indication of general market conditions, are values appreciating or depreciating? The property is appreciating since it's increased in value. What is the monthly rate of change for this market? The monthly percent of change is 0.4%. 96,400 minus 93,100 equals 3,300. 3,300 divided by 93,100 equals 0.354457 equals overall change. 0.354457 divided by 9 equals 0.0039384 equals monthly change. 0.0039384 times 100 equals 0.39%. Rounded, it is 0.4%. Number 5. Properties in a market are appreciating at 0.5% per month. Adjust the following sale prices to January 1st, 2015. Date of sale, March 1st, 2014. Sale price, $63,800. And I guess this is the adjusted sale price. Is that what I'm gathering it's bolded for?
Yeah.
Okay, so the adjusted sale price is $66,900, and the time adjusted is not there.
You can read the adjustments forward. You can read below that chart, and it'll tell you the math for each one.
Oh. So, okay, to get the time adjusted of the March 1st, 2014 sale.
That other part, all the bold. Adjustments forward.
Okay, okay. Still, to get the time adjusted for the March 1st, 2014 sale, you're going to take the number of months times the rate plus 1 times the sale price equals the sale price to get the time adjusted. So for that March 1st, 2014 sale, it's 10 times 0.005 plus 1 times 63,800 equals the 66,990. Right? Okay, all of these are forward adjustments because, well, all of them but the last two, because 14 is behind 15. So we're going forward. So June 29th, 2014, sale price $73,250. The adjusted sale price for January 1st, 2015 forward is $75,448. So the time adjustment, you arrive at that by 6 times 0.005 plus 1 times 73,250 equals 75,448 rounded. So November 3rd, 2014, sale price $79,600. The sale price forward January 1st, 2015, $80,396. So your time adjusted forward is 2 times 0.005 plus 1 times 79,600 equals 80,396. Now, February 20th, 2015, you have to go backwards to adjust to January 1st, 2015. The sale price in February was $80,100. So your adjusted sale price backwards is $79,299. You arrive at that by 1 minus the number of months times the rate times the sale price equals your time adjusted sale price. So for that one, it's 1 minus 0.005 times 2 times 80,100 equals 79,299. For the June 6, 2015, you're adjusting backwards to January 1st, 2015. The sale price is $84,300 at the time in June. So the adjusted sale price is $82,193. To adjust it backwards, you're going to go 1 minus 0.005 times 5 times 84,300 equals 82,193 rounded.
Go.
Below is a comparison grid. The subject property is a vacant lot zoned for single-family residences. You have 4 comparables. Sale price time adjusted for sale number 1, $22,300. Sidewalk, yes. Street lights, yes. Drainage level. Location, enter. And it's about the same for sale number 2, sale number 3, and sale number 4, except for whether they have a sidewalk or whether they have street lights or drainage or location is noted. How many factors have to be adjusted? 3 for street lights, drainage, and location. Since all the properties have sidewalks, that factor does not need to be considered. You'll be looking at these charts whenever you answer these questions, I hope. Because that won't convey no matter what I read.
Yeah.
What is the adjustment amount for inner location? Is it positive or negative? $600 is the adjustment amount for inner location. It is positive since the subject is a corner lot. What is the adjustment amount for the presence or absence of streetlights? Is it positive or negative? $1,300 is the adjustment amount for presence or absence of streetlights. It is negative since the subject does not have streetlights. What is the indicated value of comparable number 1, of comparable number 2, of comparable number 3, of comparable number 4? The indicated value of each comparable works out to $21,200. Adjusting the comparable number 3 upward by $600 and subtracting that value from comparable number 2 gives the adjustment for needs fill minus $400. That didn't make sense, but okay.
It does.
Good. Market paired sales analysis using the comparable sales below. Estimate adjustments for A, time 1% per month. Apply time factor when gone to B.
Then go to B.
Note sale 2 and sale 5 sold twice. Sale 2, $78,500 minus $70,089 equals $8,411 divided by $70,089 equals 0.12 divided by 12 months equals 0.01 or 1%. Sale number 5, $80,000 minus $75,470 equals $4,530 divided by $75,470 equals 0.06 divided by 6 months equals 0.01 or 1%. B, construction, brick versus frame, plus or minus. Sale number 1, $82,000 minus sale number 5 for $80,000 equals plus $2,000. C, baths per bath. Sale number 5, $80,000 less the sale of number 2, $78,500 equals plus $1,500. Sale number 3, $84,000 minus sale number 4, $82,500 equals plus $1,500. D, central heat versus heat only, plus or minus. Sale number 3, $84,000 minus sale number 1, $82,000 equals plus $2,000. Apply the subject-related adjustments and then estimate the value of the subject property. So, the price for sale number 1, $82,000, date of sale current, time adjusted sale price $82,000, construction brick less $2,000, baths 2, heating and AC or heating AC, heat only, number of adjustments 1, net adjustments minus $2,000, indicated value $80,000. Sale number 2, price 1 year ago was $70,089, date of sale $78,500, time adjusted sale price $78,500, construction frame baths 1 plus $1,500, heating and AC heat only, number of adjustments 1, net adjustments plus $1,500, indicated value $80,000. Sale number 3, price $75,000, date of sale 12 months, time adjusted sale price $84,000, construction brick minus $2,000, baths 2, heating and AC, heat and air minus $2,000, number of adjustments 2, net adjustments $4,000 minus $4,000, indicated value $80,000. Sale number 4, price $77,830, date of sale 6 months ago, time adjusted sale price $82,500, construction brick $2,000, baths plus construction brick minus $2,000, baths 1 plus $1,500, heating and AC, it's got heat and air minus $2,000, number of adjustments 3, net adjustments $2,500, indicated value $80,000. Sale number 5, price 6 months ago it was $75,470, date of sale $80,000. That price is adjusted, I'm assuming, from the things above. Time adjusted sale price $80,000, construction frame baths 2, heating and AC heat only, number of adjustments 0, net adjustments 0, indicated value $80,000. Estimated value of subject $80,000. Based on sale number 5 being the most comparable. Below is a list of sale prices and gross monthly rentals for 3 small apartment complexes. If you are appraising a subject property that produces $5,650 per month, what is the estimated value? Sale number 1. The sale price is $758,100. Monthly gross rent $6,650. Sale number 2. Sale price $1,054,500. Monthly gross rent $9,250. Sale number 3. Sale price $890,340. Monthly gross rent is $7,810. Then you're going to take sale number 1. You're going to take the sale price and divide it by your monthly gross rent to get, what is that number? It's a rate.
Your
estimated value of what?
Gross income multiplier.
Oh, gross and multiple what? Gross what?
Gross income multiplier.
Gross income multiplier.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gross rent multiplier.
Gross rent multiplier. Okay, so you're going to take your monthly rent. You're going to take your sale price of $758,100 divided by the monthly gross rent of $6,650 equals to gross rental multiplier of 114. Sale number 2, you're going to take your $1,054,500 divided by $9,250 monthly gross rent for a gross rental multiplier gross rent multiplier of 114. And sale number 3, you're going to take your $890,340 divided by monthly gross rent of $7,810, and that's going to equal your gross rental multiplier. Gross rent multiplier of 114. So now you're going to take your monthly rent of subject, multiply that by your monthly gross rent multiplier to get your estimated value. So now your subject produces $5,650 per month. Multiply that by 114 equals $644,100. If the subject property produces $5,970 per month and sales of other rental properties indicate an annual gross income multiplier of 7, what is the indicated value of your subject? The annual rental of the subject is 12 times $5,970 or $71,640.
Oh.
71,640 times 7 equals $501,480.
I think if on gross income, you're using a year's worth of rent. Okay.
Number 10.
Okay. Read that sentence on number 10. Then you could read below the chart. Okay.
Apply the listed adjustments and estimate the value of the subject property. Apply the market adjustments for time. The market is appreciating at a rate of 1% per month. Apply the subject-related adjustments and estimate the value of the subject. Lots with 12,000 square feet sell for $15,000 more than lots with 7,500 square feet. Level lots sell for $2,000 more than sloping lots. Corner lots sell for $4,500 more than inner lots. Lots with street lights sell for $3,000 more than lots without them. Market value of the subject is $73,000 based on sale number 2. You are analyzing paired sales in order to determine the appropriate adjustment for value changes over time. You have found the following paired sales that are very comparable to each other but have sold at different time periods. What is the indicated What is the indicated monthly adjustment for time? Paired sales. Sale number 1, sold 10 months ago for $250,000. Sale number 2, sold currently for $275,000. Current sale, $275,000, less the prior sale, $250,000, gives the dollar amount of change, $25,000, divided by the prior sale amount, $250,000, equals overall percentage of change, 0.10. Overall percentage of change divided by the number of months in the time period equals the average rate of change per month. 0.10 divided by 10 months equals 0.01 or 1% per month. You have identified the following sales that are very similar in all aspects except for location. Area A is the subject neighborhood. Calculate the indicated percentage adjustment for location from these two sales. Sale number 1, Area A is the location and time-adjusted sale price is $180,000. For sale number 2, it's in Area B and its time-adjusted sale price is $207,000. The higher sale price of Area B is $207,000, less the lower sale price of Area A is minus $180,000 equals a dollar amount location differs $27,000. The dollar amount location differs divided by the lower sale price equals percentage of change for location. $27,000 divided by $180,000 equals 0.15 or 15%. Location A is worth 15% less than location B, or location B is worth 15% more than location A.